Edith Yang and her husband took ownership of Press International in 2005. She's been working behind the counter ever since. Yang says owning a store like this was something she dreamt of as a kid.
From when I was a little girl, I like library. I never think I can own myself a bookstore.
Her magazine shop on Bloor Street isn't your typical newsstand. The beloved Superstore carries a colorful array of specialty publications and newspapers from around the world. But now the shop is set to close on November 30th because of a rent hike by its new landlord. Yang says they've been paying $7,000 a month, but a new agreement would be thousands more.
Because new lease, the rent going to increase like 4,000, 5,000 extra, yes. So we said we cannot sign.
Yang says she and her husband have looked for affordable spaces, but rents are too high and they don't make enough profit to qualify for additional credit or commercial mortgage.
We want to try, but we're afraid because you know the magazine, paper, media all going down.
This loyal customer says he's been visiting the shop since the late 2000s. He's one of many patrons who say they're let down to lose yet another treasured small business.
I think it's very disappointing because the one reason that you want to live in this neighborhood is because of places like this, isn't it?
Local MPP Jessica Bell says this story is another example of why commercial rent control is needed.
Commercial rent has gone up over 30% in the last few years, which has put small businesses in a very difficult situation. I think we need a balance. We need to consider the interests of commercial landlords, but we also need to make sure that small businesses aren't being priced out of operating in our city.
Yang says the one thing that has kept the business open for the past year was an agreement struck with the new landlord that allowed them to stay until a new tenant was found. CBC News requested an interview with Press International's landlord, but they said they were unavailable. In a text message, they wrote, "The landlord leased to Press International at its old lease price for more than a year. The landlord can no longer sustain the additional costs under the current tough market conditions." Yang said the situation is tough for both of them, but she appreciated that the landlords did what they could. Britnei, CBC News, Toronto.